All right, let's get started. It's 3 o'clock, so we'll start our information seminar for MSc HRM. So my name is Pam Si Hui, and I'm the associate head for the Department of Management and Marketing. So under the Management and Marketing, we have 3 master programs, and this is one of those. So very basic what this info seminar is going to be about. So I'm going to start with why. Why are you here? And so basically, maybe you're HR expert and you want to deepen your knowledge in HR, or maybe you're thinking about a career advancement. So you're not thinking so much about HR, but more people management. So that could be what you're looking for. Or maybe you're from another background and you just want to broaden your horizon, know a little bit more about management, or simply you want to understand human behaviors, right? So there are many whys from your perspective. Now, of course, now, right, with AI, everybody's talking about generative AI, ChatGPT, robots, right? So in this environment, a lot of the knowledge is generated by the machine, right? So you want to stand out, you need to learn more about human beings. So what I'm going to say is that the future is human. Okay. Yes, machine is going to take over a lot of stuff, but what puts you ahead of others is your understanding of human beings. And so this is what our program can provide you with. We pride ourselves in our attitude towards diversity. So whether you're a human resource background, management background or not, we welcome everybody. So there have been people from the government, right, public sector. We have people from engineering background. Everyone is welcome. So the idea is the more diverse the student body is, the more diverse the sharing will be in the classroom. And also, it's more like flexible, personalized. If you want to go towards the HR specialist direction, there are a lot of HR specialist subjects, right? So training, development, pay and benefit, those kinds of subjects. There are those subjects. If you want to go more generalist, right? So we have leadership, we have seminars in HR, we have mediation, so more generalist kind of subjects. And of course, if you're part-time, are you planning to do it part-time or full-time? Full-time. So if you want to do it full-time, on paper, we say 1.5 years. But if you want to cram everything into 1 year, that's fine. That's possible. If you want to spread it out, right, take it slowly, two subjects, choose 3 subjects a semester, you can spread it out to 2.5 years also. So it's very flexible. Okay, so how do we deliver this, right? First of all, we have very balanced curriculum. So I'm going to talk about all 3 of them one by one. And we have a lot of things going on beside what happened in the classroom, a lot of things happening outside the classroom. So that is what we call the leadership initiative for future talents. And then finally, we have a very vibrant community, and every now and then we gather together so that we can exchange ideas, exchange contacts, catch up, and just reconnect. So that's the curriculum, right? Balancing academic rigor and also practical skills. So there are 4 compulsory subjects, altogether 31 credits. One of those credits are not chargeable, so it's free of charge. That's the ethics subject. And then 4 compulsory subjects and 6 elective subjects. That's the whole master program. So if you're studying full-time, we're talking about maybe 4 to 5 subjects per semester, or you leave 1 subject, 2 subjects in the summer. So it's very, very doable. Okay, now if you somehow started out in the first semester and feel like not finishing it, you can still get out with a postgraduate diploma. But most people just get out with the Master of Science. So that's a typical schedule that you can look into, right? So regular semester is 13 weeks and 3 hours class per week. And the 1 credit is only a 3-hour class on alternately weeks, normally on Saturday. So that's how it works out. And in the summer, it's a little bit more intense. So 2 3-hour classes per week for each subject. So this is per subject. Okay. So these are the typical subject program structure. Most people follow this non-dissertation option. So basically you finish the 4 required subject plus the required ethics subject, which is non-chargeable. And then you choose your electives. So this is where you have a lot of flexibility. So you see a lot of subjects out there, right? So you can choose focusing on HR management or go outside of HR management. Either way is fine. It's a lot of flexibility. Okay. Now, if you really are trying to if you try to finish in 1 year, dissertation option is not possible. So it takes a long time. You have to finish your research methods first before you go to the dissertation, which usually takes 1 year. So you're looking at 1.5 years at the minimum. So that's why most people just go for the non-dissertation option. Okay, so that's a typical progression pattern. If you're part-time, that's how it works out, right? So you don't take too many subjects per semester. But if you're full-time mode, then you cram it a little bit closer, right? So pack it a little bit tighter so that you can finish in either 1 year or 1.5 years. So the second thing I mentioned was the leadership initiative and for future talents, right? So the things that's happening outside of the classroom, and for this we're very proud of this because we're probably the only institution here that provide personal, individual, one-on-one executive coaching for our students for free. So you have the option to choose it. So beside the professional coaching, we also have a lot of other developmental career development, network development, mindset development workshops. So a lot of things going on outside of the classroom. So so you'll be very busy. You're busy studying and then you're busy hanging out with your classmates. And this is important because you build friendships that way, right? So we have company visits, we have skill set workshops, including business etiquette, CV workshop, interview workshop, and so on. And of course, a lot of professional networking opportunities. This year, we also have a series of smaller workshops to build up your personal confidence, personal brand, and so on. So a lot of things going on, and it's all free of charge for you. So you don't have to pay extra. This is a very, very good thing to have. And number 3 is that we have a very supportive community. We are very nice people, nice friends, nice classmates, nice alumni, nice professors. We want to support your growth in this environment so that in the future you come back and support your junior. So that's a very community approach, and we pride ourselves in building this kind of environment. Okay, so what do you have to do? Entry requirement. Most people come in with a bachelor's degree, and hopefully, if you have work experience, it's preferred. So we prefer people with 2 or more year work experience, and of course, 1 year okay, no experience also okay, but not as preferred as the others. Now, if you don't have, occasionally we do have people who don't have undergraduate degree. So these may be very senior people. They have like a postgraduate diploma, but back in the days, getting university degrees not very common. So we call these mature students. And for these people, we require a lot more work experience. So they should be a managerial level. English requirement, if your undergraduate is in English, that's fine. Okay. If not, then you have to get a TOEFL or IELTS. Application deadline, we go by rolling basis. So earlier, better. But the deadline, absolute deadline is April the 30th next year. So earlier, better. So everything is online. You can go and upload everything there. Once we receive the complete application, we'll screen it, and then once your application makes past the screening, we'll invite you for interview, and then after interview, if we are happy about your performance, you get the offer, and so on. Okay, so academic years starts 1st of September next year. So what else do we need to know, right? Maybe you had already some master degree background and you want to think about credit transfer. We can consider credit transfer if it's from previous postgraduate studies and within 8 years. So recent enough. So you can apply it once you enter the program. Tuition fee, that's another very important information. So that's the tuition fee is by credit. So if you do more, if you take more credit, you pay more. Okay, so it's charged by semester. And you can also apply for continuing education fund. And so, we do have some subjects that goes under that. All right, so I am actually not the program director. She's overseas. That's why I'm here in her place. So the program director is Annie Ko, and we do have a deputy program director, Tenny Lam, and administrators outside. We have a website if you want to know more about the program. But if you want to ask them, contact them directly for academic matters. You're welcome to do so. So some previous alumni sharing, none of them are here, but there is a lot of word you can, I'm not gonna read them out, but they're happy. You see that they are really happy here. And I also want to get some of our students here to share what they are experiencing. So I'll leave the floor for Anki.
Thank you. Thanks, MC. So, oh yeah, sure. I'll get the PowerPoint.
I'll do it for you.
Thank you. Oh, cool. Sorry, can I get the pointer?
Yes.
So I'm Anki, and I'm now the second year of the part-time master student in PolyU. So I'm still having my second year in this year. So I haven't finished yet. Not yet, not an alumni yet. And today I'm also having Keith, Yui, and Sky with me. We are all now the second year of the part-time master students in PolyU. So they used to be my teammates and all the group works together. Not for this module, for another module. Yep. So actually this slide is all the modules that which I've learned since the first year in the master course. And then until now, one of the most interesting module I will say is the mediation at workplace. This the one. And because we have to learn how to deal with the conflicts at workplace and how we can react as an HR. So this is quite fun. But to be honest, I do not really remember all single detail of what I've learned throughout all the modules. But one of them, but I have to say, what I've gained from PolyU is something which is the most valuable is network. So want to share a story with you. Says and why do I say network is one of the most valuable thing I've gained from PolyU? Because I was a recruiter, but HR is not. But HR is not something only related to recruitment. That's why I start thinking, should I go and study HR instead of just doing recruitment in my daily life? So I apply for the HR master in PolyU, and then I meet the new friends from Hong Kong and also from China. Says they are all from different professions. So Keith, he's now an accountant, and Yui, she's doing HR in a global logistic company. So, and also we have other good mates there from the investment banking side. So we are all from different industry, and then we are all having few years of working experience before we entering the HR program. And I want to share talking about network. I want to share the story is I was a recruiter, and then one day I received a message from one of our alumni, and she's called Nicole. And then she sent a message on the WeChat group and then saying that, oh, my previous colleague is looking for the HR and for his company. So I actually, at that moment, I was also looking for jobs, and I want to change myself from recruiter to HR, into an in-house HR. So I applied for the job, and then luckily I got the offer. So it's all about, if I didn't take the step on getting into PolyU, I may not get this opportunity to move myself from another industry to HR. So this is very valuable, and then which I didn't expect that this is what I can gain from the course. So you may wonder, why don't I apply for other universities HR program instead of doing my master degree in PolyU? Because back to what I've mentioned before, it's all about network. Because PolyU, as Pepsi just said, we will also get the non-graduate, the sector of non-graduate students criteria need to get at least 6 years of working experience. So actually all my students, all the classmates around me, we all have working experience before. So we are having, it's a very valuable chance for us to expand our network and for us to share our real world scenario and our experience together. So that's why I didn't choose other universities master program instead of decided to put myself into the PolyU life. So then the next one is so this is what I've got from the last year: knowledge, skill development, real world application. And I think out of my expectation is I also get friendship, networking opportunities, and also career opportunities. So I wish to see you in the coming year. Thank you, MC. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your sharing, Anki. So you see, we're very nice people. Again, here we see a lot of nice classmates, and so what I want to stress that is that our program is not just what you see on the textbook in the classroom, but also a lot of it happens outside of the classroom. You build network, you build friendship for life. A lot of these people, they're gonna be friends with each other for the rest of their life, and so we welcome your application. And so if you have any question, we can take it offline. All right. Okay. Thank you.